Hey, welcome back. Today, you're going to get some much needed clarity on social media marketing strategies that will increase your impact and magnetize more clients. So if you're running an online business, hit that subscribe button because this one is for you. I'm Kelly Ann Zielinski, and I help online coaches and course creators increase their influence, impact, and income by digitally getting their message out to the world. And a huge piece of that is social media. Now, in this video, I'm giving you my top 7 strategies to take your social media marketing to the next level and finally start seeing results from all that time and energy you've been spending on social. Friend, these are the tried and tested social media strategies that have helped me and my clients achieve more influence, impact, and income. So if this sounds like it's part of your online business plan this year, then implement these 7 key social media strategies to be well on your way to seeing a massive return from your social media marketing efforts. Social media marketing strategy number 1, create a social media sales funnel. Now, when using social media as a business tool, everything you do will have a strategic purpose. Part of this purpose will be sending your prospects down a path to purchasing your products, programs, or services. Now, this path is called a funnel. Your funnel starts with awareness and people getting to know who you are. This is when people experience your content and know that this isn't just any content, this is strategic content that speaks directly to your ideal clients. It's here that you'll want to create captivating, organic, and paid social media content with compelling visuals and a clear call to action. Now, the next part of your funnel is the interest phase. Now, naturally, not everyone who's seen you on social will be interested in potentially working with you, so be thankful that your badass content will weed people out throughout this process. However, there will be a group of people that will be your potential clients and they'll want more. Now, you'll know who these peeps are because they'll engage with your posts through liking, sharing, commenting, and private messaging you. And these are the people who you'll want to serve up with more relevant content and nurture them by actively engaging with their comments and questions. That's when you move into the conversion phase of the funnel. Here, you'll be able to generate conversions by offering lead magnets, content upgrades, discovery calls, and more. These benefits will nudge your potential client from just considering your products, programs, and services over to the purchasing phase. Now, sales funnels aren't always the easiest thing to wrap your head around, but tools like ClickFunnels or Kajabi can definitely help you out by offering a step-by-step guide on how to create one effectively. And we'll also be doing another video on that down the road. Social media strategy number 2, choose 1 or 2 platforms. Now, attempting to do everything at once can be super exhausting and unsuccessful. I recommend doing your research to learn where your ideal clients are hanging out online and begin by gaining authority on 1 or 2 platforms to start. Now, something you'll want to take into consideration on social are paid targeting capabilities. So thinking about where you'll get the biggest bang for your buck. You're also going to want to think about posting standards. So knowing how often you need to be posting and actively engaging in order to get recognized by the algorithm. And finally, you'll want to think about the type of content you're putting out there. So for example, if you plan to post long form content like articles, LinkedIn might be a really good platform for you to look at. Now, I know this could be a confusing process, so definitely let me know your situation on this. In the comments below, go ahead and share the social platforms you focus the most on and who your ideal clients are. Now, if you're not sure, share that below too, and I'll do some laser coaching in the comments to help you out. Strategy 3 is to post consistently. Now, friend, there's no substitute for posting high quality content on a regular basis. If you want to get seen as an authority on social, this will need to be a top priority in your business model. This technique will optimize your position on the newsfeed and also increase your engagement. And once this happens, the goal is to be active in the conversations and personally respond to the comments, questions, and all the love that you're getting from your audience. If you're still feeling a tad overwhelmed by this, no worries. To help stay consistent, you can schedule your content beforehand using tools like Iconosquare, Hootsuite, Sprout Social, Buffer, or Loomly. Now, some of these tools also make it easier to respond to comments as well, so you're really going to want to do your research to see which one works best for you. Social media strategy number 4, Establish metrics. Now, before you do anything on social media, ask yourself, what am I trying to achieve here? Unless you have a large budget for paid social advertising, it's best to only focus on 1 or 2 key metrics at a time. So for example, if you're totally new to social media, you might want to use the first 3 to 6 months to just focus on growing your page and engaging with your audience. During this time, you'll also want to test different types of content and content styles to see what works best for you. Now in this case, the metric you'll be tracking will be any increase in your following and your engagement rates. Then, once you have a solid presence and have gained some authority, you can start to consider driving traffic to your website by using lead generation ads on 1 or 2 of the social platforms you're focusing on, or by offering some content upgrades. Now for this, the metrics you'll be tracking will be your click-through rate, which is your CTR, and you're also going to be looking at your conversions. Now keep in mind that you might want to monitor other metrics too, like time spent on your website or your bounce rate and your audience profile. Chances are good that tracking this data will give you important hints about your content, your funnels, your social strategy, and or your targeting efforts. For example, if people found your website through social and they're not spending very much time there and your bounce rate is high, it could be anything from your visuals, your content, or even something as simple as your website is loading too slowly. But you'd have no way of knowing this if you weren't paying attention to your data. Social media strategy number 5, assess what's working and what's not. Social media can reap some really profitable results when you're being strategic and deliberate in your approach. Once you have your metrics, you're going to want to dig deeper and ask some important questions. So questions like, why is my bounce rate so high and how could I lower it? Or why does my engagement suck? You could also look at your analytics to see the posts your audience is feeling and not so much. Really get a sense of how people are responding to the images you used and the type of content you're sharing and your calls to action. Then you can ask yourself, how could I create more compelling content that people love? And you could also ask, what content does my audience really care about? And you'll know these answers by taking a look at your analytics. It's important to know that your content will be solving your audience's problems, it will be filling a need and adding crazy amounts of value. It's not always about bluntly just selling your products, programs, and services. So if you're still not sure how to approach this, an easy strategy to use to learn how the pros are doing this is to do some research on other influencers in your niche who are just killing it. Check out to see what they're doing well and how they're relating to their audience, as well as what their audience is responding best to. Social media strategy number 6 is to build content themes. Now, if you're getting frustrated with creating your social media content, just know you're not the only one. A simple solution to help this process flow a bit easier is to create content themes that consistently align with your brand messaging. I recommend developing 3 to 4 key topic pillars and create your content within those topics. Now, if you have a business framework, you can use your topics from that. And if you're a coach who doesn't have a framework yet, you need one, friend, ASAP. If you're not sure what that is or how to create one, I have your back, boo. Go ahead and click the link above to get started. Now back to content themes. A little pro tip is to align the content with your different phases of your funnel. So for example, certain posts can be for generating awareness, and other posts will address questions or objections potential clients might have for conversion later on in the funnel. Now, this way, you're consistently building trust with your potential clients through your posts. Overall, the key here is to focus on your pillars expressing interesting, relevant, and problem-solving content for your audience that additionally is in alignment with your brand messaging. Social media strategy number 7, be timely. Potential clients expect a timely, authentic, and meaningful response from you on social media. Look at it this way. You wouldn't leave a potential client who's ready to buy from you unattended at your front desk if you had a brick and mortar business. So why would you not interact with potential clients who are actively engaging with your brand on social? When someone engages, it's the perfect opportunity to build a relationship and to move them down the path to buying into your products, programs, or services. So your goal is to engage with everyone who comments on your page in a timely fashion, and also to reach out to others who you think may be interested in what you're offering. Remember, don't just advertise to them. Give them great content, helpful suggestions, and freebies, and then you'll start to see the benefits from that strategy fast. Okay, friend, now you have your 7 key social media strategies to get your social channels in optimal shape. Now, like I said before, if you take a consistent and strategic approach to social media, you'll start seeing results in no time. If you need a little support, just remember I offer a free 45-minute coaching call. All you need to do is to click the link in the description below, and you and I will get on a call to see where you're at in both your social media and your overall marketing process, as well as see if we vibe to potentially work together. Also, if you want to join a free community of course creators and online coaches who are building online businesses just like you, I've created a Facebook group to help support your journey and connect you with like-minded people. So go ahead and click that link in the description below as well. And lastly, if you felt like this video was just what you needed in your coaching business, please let me know by liking it below, subscribing, and sharing it with your coach friends. Until next time, friend, keep building your empire.